This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know. Yeah. Whoa. East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, gang, gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you are all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Power in numbers and representation.
Fat people are humans.
Size privilege.
Die.
You don't have any power.
Stupidity!
Diabetes.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Test. Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 24 hundo and 90 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you beef.
It's the fucking Catalina one. It's the fucking Catalina one.
All right, fam, take a moment. We are live on all the platforms. Hit the like button, the thumbs up on the YouTubes. Thank you and spank you very much, beaches. Welcome to the show. It is 2490 Wednesday, March the Schwam. Everyone, let's get a little America for March the Schwam. March 1st, my God. Of course, we are deep. We're at the taint end of Fuck Your Resolution season. So obviously we're harping on Fuck Your Resolutions for like 5 months going towards the end of the year. Like October, Fuck Your Resolution season starts and it goes through March for the most part. It usually goes until like mid-March. I told you to start today. I told you to start today many, many months ago, years ago, days ago. I always tell you to start today. It doesn't matter what day it is. I don't care if you're listening to this in 2026. Today is the day to start. Okay, that's the only day that exists is today. It's not Monday. It's not these arbitrary scheduled fucking events on the calendar or whatever holiday or marketing push that some companies trying to, sell cars. It's President's Day. It's whatever they're trying to sling. It is today. And it's time to make some sick fucking gains. So round of applause for the Swole fam. Let's get a little round of applause. Go get it started. So no matter where you are, start today. Let's get into some Swole fam posts. SwoleNormousX.com to join the Swole fam. Check the links down below. And of course, we are live. So make sure you share the stream and drop a comment down below. What are you smashing today? Welcome, Green Trolley, James, Lupe, Dawn, Cerny, Elizabeth, BK. What's going on? We got Pedro, Lupe. Did I say Lupe again? Double Lupe, Stone, Bow. How we doing, John? Welcome to the show. Everyone, hit that thumbs up. Drop in the comments. What are you smashing today? Let's bust that open and get into today's content. We got some great posts and we'll take some questions and let's get into it. So drum roll, please. Falcon, let's kick us off. Happy March. Falcon. Put some respect on it. Yes, the beaches. It's Dick Draft. Oh, it's back. We're coming off a hot, tainty Tuesday. The Dick Draft has returned. Now, if you don't know what the Dick Draft is, we sequester volunteers. Some people volunteer, some people it's against their will, but they're proud to serve in the Swole Fam Army. And the Dick Draft is, we launch offensives to these liberal centers with many a septum piercing, many a hair dye, and we bang them back to reality. So usually these people just need some dick. They just need a good dicking. They need some toxic muscularity in their lives. And we have our brave women leading the charge. The ladies lead the strategy. They're usually, in charge of operations. They're in charge of intelligence. And then, of course, our brave young male soldiers are the ones going in and dishing the pipe. So round of applause for everyone that serves in the Dick Draft. We salute you. We salute you. Thank you so much for your service. All right, hashtag Double D, drop in the comments for a chance to win today's Swole card. If you're brand new, you're like, what is going on? What have I stepped into? I don't know what it is, but it's fucking amazing. Now, let's get that tip in there. Spit on it. Babe, just an inch. Let's go. It's cold outside. All right, let's get into some posts. Oh, I see the comment in the Telegram chat, Alan. We'll take that in the Knowledge Cock portion, so shout out. Actually, we'll get into that when we get into the Swole fan post, because I do want to read some of that for follow-up. Before we do, a reminder, it is episode 2490, so fam, you know what that means. That means in 10 days, 10 días, we have Papa Swolio's Signature Series number 6, P3S6 drops on March 11th, 2023. So that is right around the corner. Be ready for that 24-hour launch of the exclusive apparel. If you don't know what the Signature Series is, it's a mystery design. Mystery design, it's a one of one. Each Signature Series has a unique signature. My personal signature, these are all hand done designs, and it's a one-time release. So it's a unique piece of apparel, t-shirt, or tank, and it's one of a kind, never to be reprinted. So you'll have a very unique collector's item. And of course, we've been doing this since episode 2000, since Swole 2K. So P3S6 drops from midnight to midnight. So it's only available for 24 hours, swolenormousx.com/signature. swolenormousx.com/signature. And if you've missed ones before, if you're brand new, trust me, you don't want to miss this one. If you miss this one, you're going to be pissed. You're going to be pissed. You're going to be like, fuck, I can't believe I missed it. I was ready. You have 24 hours. You have 24 hours. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss this one. I promise you. I promise you don't want to miss it. Speaking of awesome apparel, before we move on, check out all the brand new designs. We have the Go to the Fucking Gym spit meme. This image is the screen cover of the most viewed TikTok that I've created. It's like 80 million views, something ridiculous, a spitting in the Swoleopoly shirt. So it's a fucking funny ass design. Go to the fucking gym. It's always good advice. Check it out, papaswolio.com. There's a new releases collection over there at papaswolio.com, so you could use your code DailySwole for 10% off, but check out all the new drops that have been dropped, because we drop new apparel pretty much every single week in the accountability meetings like we did on Monday. And just make sure you head on over there once a week and check out the new drops. We got the Go to the Fucking Gym stacked fade design, which is badass. We have the brand new Ve al Puto Gimnasio, so that's fucking dope.
I give it a
That's super dope. Hashtag VAPG. I'm just taking over. I'm just taking over the fucking world, fam. We also have the Go to the Fucking Gym red, white, and blue design, which is awesome. Got like that little rocket pop coloring, which is fire. Great for the summer. Summer's here. I mean, in Florida, summer's already here. It's March. I know some of you are still freezing your tits off, but it's getting fucking hot. The sun's, the earth is tilting. It's starting to really roast nips outside. We got a toxic green coloring for Go to the Fucking Gym. And we have a lot of other cool designs. So we have the GTTFG and all those colors. So go check it all out. I just wanted to break it down because we dropped a lot of these on Monday and want to keep you all in the loop. That being said, first Swole fan post.
What's in the box?
This one's from the discussion board. It's from Antonio. Antonio, which is TH. Antonio. I love it. Hello, I'm Antonio. And after listening for about 6 months, I finally joined the fam. I'm on a journey to better myself physically and mentally. I'm 22 and look forward to the improving of myself every day. Thank you in advance. Antonio, gorillas for you, my friend. Welcome to the fam. Super stoked to have you with us. Next post, we got one from Bradley from the Facebook group. Hey, Papa, today is my first day that I'm going to the fucking gym. Let's go. Biceps and grills in the comments for Bradley. My man. My man.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to the fucking gym in 10 years. Can I get America? Fuck yeah. Oh, you absolutely can. Obviously. Fuck yeah! Silly question. It was good to be back. However, I have an issue. My schedule, like everyone else's, is crazy. I wake up at 1:15 a.m. I'm sorry, what? That's fucking bullshit. Okay, hold on a second. Wake up 1:15 a.m. That... Methinks that's the middle of the night, my guy. Jesus. Gym 2:30 a.m. All right. Holy schedule. This is like Mark Wahlberg is crying right now. Mark Wahlberg is crying in his Cheerios right now. Oh my God. Someone wakes up earlier than me. You ever see those those entrepreneur guru guys are like, all right, here's my schedule. I wake up at 2:30. You know, I do my meditation. I do all this stuff. Like I'm at the gym at 3 o'clock. By the time you wake up, I've done a 12-hour day. I'm like, yeah, you're asleep at 3. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Anyway, I saved a video on TikTok the other day because it was so ridiculous. It was just a meme of someone living on this planet. There's like the hustle culture. It was ridiculous. Gym at 2:30 a.m., 45-minute drive to the gym next to work. Smart man. Work from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Man, that's a hustle. Working at 4 a.m. So if you think you can't train before work, just check out Bradley's post. So he works 12 hours, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Home by 5, 45-minute drive home. At least you got plenty of time to listen to the sleazecasts. In bed by 8. Good man. 8. In bed by 8, and you're still getting only like 5 hours of sleep. Would go to bed earlier if I could, but I have to shower, eat dinner, and take care of the kids. Yeah, and like take a shit and stuff. And again, wake up at 1:15. Jeez, that's not a lot of sleep, man. Oof. That's a waking window of 19 hours a day and about 5 hours of sleep a night. I'm worried this schedule isn't sustainable and will build up a sleep debt. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. I also don't think that I've heard that sleep debt isn't a thing. So there might be some new info on that. But yeah, it's definitely not good for you. I'm not making excuses and will be doing this schedule until I figure out something better. I will catch up on sleep on my weekends, but still figured I would bring this up and get your thoughts. I've been listening and checking out a lot of content that says like you can't catch up on sleep. Like you can't catch up in that sense. It's going to throw off your schedule. Human beings are really about routine, especially when it comes to a sleep and wake routine. And of course, it's circadian. It's supposed to be rise with the sun, starting to go to sleep and shut down when the sun goes down. I would agree with what Dawn just said. Home gym, training at home. Now, I guess it's convenient too to get to the gym at work, because if it's next to work, I'm sure you go to the gym, you shower or whatever there. So I don't necessarily think you have to do a home gym because you're still traveling 45 minutes. So it's almost like a moot point. But because if you're training at home, then you're leaving to go to work. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't seem like it really matters. You might actually be more efficient training at the gym next to your work because you can just get up and get out of there, wake up on the way. By the time you get to the gym, you're kind of like, ready to go. So well, for one thing, you're losing a lot of time driving an hour and a half. You're losing an hour and a half every day with the travel time. So I don't know what you do for work, Bradley. Everyone else can drop their thoughts in the comments down below because some of you work ridiculous schedules, but maybe some opinions of people that work a crazy night shift or a crazy schedule and have since improved their schedule. Maybe you can give some more perspective, and make sure you go to the Facebook group and comment on Bradley's post. So I'm interested in hearing what everyone has to say, and you could drop in the comments too. But I think sometimes people like this need the perspective. They need to hear stories from people that worked midnight, third swing shift, whatever you call it, and have since changed their habits and since changed their schedule and how they feel as a result. Because the problem when you don't get a lot of sleep is you have a lot of brain fog. You're not thinking clearly. You aren't going to make ideal decisions. You're not going to be as efficient. So your cognition is going to be marred by the fact that you're not getting sufficient sleep. 5 hours of sleep is insufficient. That's not good for you. That's not good for you long term. That's going to massively increase your risk of dementia, Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancers, all these different things, because you're fundamentally wearing down your immune system. You're not able to recover from all this daily stress, not even from exercising. You're not able to recover completely from just the stress of being awake. So let's get some feedback. Let's get some feedback for the fam. I appreciate the comment, Bradley, but everyone, if you want to follow up on Bradley's post, that's in the Facebook group, but I would definitely recommend you all going and giving your personal experience, because we're not going to be able to read all of them. Let's see. Julian, I used to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to work out. At that time, I had a stupid, crazy schedule. Work in the gym was really far. Got 4 to 5 hours of sleep a day and a lazy ass to look after. Let's see. theft that lazy ass out of my life, and now I get to wake up at 4:30 and can go to bed at 9:30 without people complaining. There you go. Let's see. Eric, home gym is always the best option. I used to waste so much time traveling, getting ready for it. Being in the gym, I guess, is nice, but home is even better. I agree. Always the best option. I think you can agree that maybe it isn't necessarily always the best option. It depends, right? If you have an apartment and you don't have a lot of space and you don't have, sometimes it's easier to pay for a gym membership. It just might be a better situation. So, but I agree. I prefer my home gym. I prefer building out the equipment. But of course, when you have a home gym, it's a process, right? You don't need as much equipment as you think. And for people that don't know, that are just getting started with fitness, you think I need all this crazy equipment. In fact, a lot of times if you have less, you can make more progress because you don't have all this optionality and you're able to focus and push and focus on pushing as hard as you can with what you're given. The only difference is more money up front. And depending on what you're purchasing, it's not, hey, I'm going to go to the gym and sign up. Okay, it's month to month. It's just $30 a month. Well, $30 might get you it might get you a single dumbbell or some bands or a kettlebell, right? So you go to a gym and all of a sudden you have access to tens or hundreds or millions of dollars worth of equipment. So it depends. Julian, can he work out after work? Yeah, I guess that's an option, but does it really matter? I don't think it matters. Because if you're working out after work at 4, you're going to be drained from the whole day. I think it'd still be better to work out first, but I see your point. So you're still like, he might be getting to bed later. All those like home responsibilities, the workouts are going to suffer, and training first will really help you get through the day. So even though he's exhausted, working out first probably is the reason why he can make it through. StoneFit, 15 to 20 minute power naps on breaks at work can also be helpful. True, depending on what the work schedule is, right? It's 12-hour shift, but it could be pretty intense without a lot of break. So yeah, Chris, thank you for being, I'm glad you're here. Chris has done like crazy commutes. What's up, fam? Y'all know I struggle with travel and work schedules, and I worked a crazy schedule like this, and I had to get a different job. If you don't know, Chris, I don't know if you're still doing the same thing, but Chris was driving, like 2.5 hours each way, something insane. And you were bringing kettlebells and you were doing I forget all the details, but it was ridiculous. Let's see, Freddie, my brother-in-law who works as a prison officer will work out in the morning if he works nights, work out later if he works early, home gym by using money he saved from not paying gym membership. True. But of course, if he's doing 4 to 4 and then not off, 4 to 4, it's obviously not shifting and switching around, but these are all good ideas. Let's see, Maddie, my husband wakes up at 4 a.m., gets home from work by 2. He eats, then we both go to the gym at 4, get home by 6, eat something very small, relax, go to bed by 9. Do you have kids and stuff? So of course that's a different situation because he obviously says he has kids and stuff. So other responsibilities, he wants to spend time with his children. Of course he could maybe train with them, but not, again, home gyms are great, but it depends on the person's home life that you're cultivating. Because a lot of times this might be his piece. Training is also meditative in the sense that you're doing it for you and it's only you and you're not distracted. It's great to train with your kids and to lead by example, but that peace of mind and that kind of like start his day being the man of the house and launching him into a long day of work. It's great to have that personal time too, right? That's what we talk about training partners. A lot of times it's good just to have your own personal space, or you have someone you love and your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, and you like to go to the gym together. Like, Mama Swole, a lot of times if we train together, we're training together, but we're like training at the same time. And sometimes like I'll help her, I'll load on some plates, or I'll spot her, or I'll set up something for her. But a lot of times we'll train together, but separately. So we're training at the same time, but we're doing different things. Okay, let's see. Loretta, I had a similar schedule, only worked it for 14 months. Was too draining, got a new job, better hours. Chris, when I was traveling 5 hours a day, working 12 plus hours a day, I was sticking to kettlebell training during my lunch and before going home at my truck. That's gangster, man. Yeah. I mean, that's why like kettlebells is just a great thing because you can get your cardio, endurance, strength, grip strength, mobility. There's so many things you can do with a kettlebell, and you could just bring one. But I wanted to go deeper on that comment, on that post, just because so many people deal with that. And let's just give a round of applause for Bradley just because he's fucking doing it, right? I mean, Bradley's not saying, hey, I'm working 4 to 4. How do I find time? Like, I don't have time. He's not making excuses. So obviously making a choice, right? You're making a choice to train is taking away a little bit from his sleep because he's getting up early to do that. So I don't want to, Bradley, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, you're going to, it was terrible. You're fucking doing it. And so with that crazy schedule, he's getting up at what, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock to fucking go to the gym. So holy shit. I mean, props like a motherfucker. That's way beyond what most people are doing. So I'm not saying that it's not good, but I think we can all agree that he needs to get sleep. He needs to get more sleep. You know, you don't want to be training hard and then not recovering, wearing down your immune system, and you want to be there for your kids in the future. So that hour and a half commute is, well, just think about that. That's an hour and a half out of your life every day. How many hours a week, right? That's 10 hours a week. That's 40 hours a month. That's like almost 2 days a month. Let's just say 2 days a month. And then you have 12 months. So that's 24 days a year. You're in the fucking, I think you add that up over time. Oh my God. And you're spending like a year of your life in the car, right? 24 days a year, 10 years, 200 days. Just saying, not to mention the time off your end of your life because you're not getting quality sleep. It just sounds like you need a better job or a better schedule. That's just ridiculous. And a lot of times I know it's like less pay or it might be different, but the clarity, the health, the peace of mind, the time, because if you have more time, if you have a better hour or, you know, you learn a new skill and you bust ass and you learn a new skill, something like in the text or whatever you're doing, and you can raise your pay with some less hours, the fact that you'll have more time with your kids and it could be much more valuable. It could be much more valuable just long term. And yeah, it's a tough one. We got a post here from Jamie. What's up, Beaches? What's up, Jamie? Hi, everyone. I'm Jamie, 31 years old, female, on a weight loss / lifestyle change journey. Aren't we all? I've been following a different program for my routines and have lost about 30 pounds, but I've gained so much info from the Daily Swole that I decided to pull the trigger and join. Excited to amp up my regimen. Let's fucking go, Jamie. Fantastic. And of course, in Swolenormous X, we have programs. We have hundreds of yoga classes, you know, for all ages and levels of experience. So some members of the fam do different programming. They join for the community and they join for the yoga and they join for all the other accessories. Like you can pair Swolenormous X with other things. Of course, we encourage you to cover all your 7 pillars, no matter how you're doing it. But if you use Swolenormous X, it can fill in the gaps from where a lot of other people just send out a PDF. Like, here's your program, but there's no community. There's no meditation. There's no mobility. There's no X, Y, and Z. So a lot of, you can get so much value from joining the fam, even if you're finishing another program or doing something else too. So welcome, Jamie. And I'm sure you're going to do wonderfully with us. Post here from Kristen. I love the way the 90-day dash is set up. Currently on week 7, and I love seeing how much I progress from week to week. I started out doing 1 to 2 sets, depending on how hard they were for me. This week, I'm up to 3 to 4 sets. It's a huge confidence booster, being able to do things you once couldn't. Goddamn right. Good for you. Isn't that the best? It's like when clothes fit a little bit better, or you pick up a weight that you wrote down last week, and all of a sudden, wait a second. I did 10 reps of this last week. All of a sudden, I'm doing 13, and is that right? Did I write that down? Did I make a mistake? Nope, you're just making sick fucking gains. And our last post here from, we got one more from Alan. I want to read from the Telegram chat. Tyler, 21 years of blessings. Today is my 21st birthday. Holy shit. Happy birthday, T-Bone. Well, we got 2 T-Bones, but the Tyler Bone. My fucking gosh. Does time fly so fast? So I won't be consuming garbage because what the fuck? Setting no excuses, hitting the gym and eating well and taking care of my health. Age is just a number and I feel old. Oh, fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Fam, here's to 21 years. Have a great day, Swole fam. Happy birthday. Let's get a little party noise. Here we go. Excellent. Happy birthday. I feel so old. Cerny's over here like, go fuck yourself, Tyler. Fucking. Cerny's over there like drinking her coffee like, yeah, I feel old. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. We got a post here from Alan. I'm just going to read this. I'll give you some Tainty Man in the meantime. Oh, very nice. Let's see. Alan says, thanks, Papa Swole, for the mention yesterday. I agree the hernia situation was kind of strange. First doctor couldn't confirm it since I saw him 2 months after it happened. Had to eventually get a new doctor. The slipped disc is much better today, but 100% I think was due to still recovering from the surgery and core strength recovery. Yoga has been on the top of my list to learn and incorporate in my regime. Thanks, Papa. You're very welcome, and glad to hear that you are making progress. Always. All right, fam. Time to get into some knowledge cock, or as some astute individuals say, a knowledge kirk. So let's get into it. Remember, if you want to submit a question for the show, head on over to askpapaswolio.com. And the beauty of that is you could do it 24/7, 365. All right. The line is open all the time. And if you can't make it to an upcoming episode, or you're busy, or you wake up in the middle of the night with a cold sweat, oh my God, I have a question about intermittent fasting. You can call in, askpapaswolio.com, and we'll get to an upcoming show, askpapaswolio.com. If you're live, drop it in the chat, hashtag askpapaswolio. We'll kick it off with a call. Foist. We got one from Rafa. Rafa, you're on the Sleazecast.
Hey, Papa Swole, how are you, man?
Doing great, bro.
What are you doing right now? Making videos? Go to the fucking gym, man. Right now.
Goddamn, Rafa, you motherfucker. You son of a bitch.
Eat shit, Derek.
Hey, Papa Swole, what are you doing? Maybe you need to go to the fucking gym, eh? Okay, maybe you need to go to the gym. God damn it. This fucking calls. Goddamn trolls. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Rafa. I appreciate it. I'm doing a podcast, doing a live stream. And if you weren't calling in and taking up all my fucking time, I would be making gains right now. Thank you very much. God damn it. Whew. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Frosty Balls. Papa Swole, how does magnesium work as far as muscle recovery? Well, there's different types of magnesium, right? There's ones that are attached to glycine molecules, malate molecules. There's all these different compounds. So magnesium, if you Google it, magnesium is used in, I don't want to say every process in the human body, but tons and tons and tons. It's neurological, it's neuromuscular, it's digestive, it's mental health, it's sleep, it's everything. Magnesium is absolutely fucking essential. And most people are magnesium deficient. So there's different types, right? There's different types of magnesium. Some of them will make you shit your brains out, like magnesium citrate. A lot of these things will, negatively affect your not negatively affect, but are good for, let's say, to make yourself more regular bowel movements if you're constipated and things like that. But really that comes down to your nutrition, which would help that tremendously. But if you have eye twitches or muscle cramps or restless leg syndrome, like usually it's usually just a magnesium deficiency. So my preferred magnesium type is magnesium glycinate. So you can look at that. And I just take the raw powder. It tastes like seafood ass. It tastes like fish taint or fish asshole. It just tastes awful. But I don't want any of the stabilizers. I don't want the pills. I just want to put the powder in. I measure it myself. And I take it. I have it in my other electrolyte powder, but I usually take it before bed too. I'll take like 500 or 700 milligrams for bed. I sleep like a fucking rock. It's awesome. Francois. Frank, Papa Swole, how much kefir do you recommend per serving when adding it to my food plan? Are you making it yourself? Are you buying it? Very little. Start off small. Remember, you're populating your gut, the probiotics, so you might get gassy, or you might, just to see how you react to it. Just small. I wouldn't necessarily do like a tablespoon, but half a cup and see how you feel. Maybe a quarter cup. Really, I know it sounds like a little, but worst case scenario, you consume a little bit, a little indigestion, or like, because this is different, and it's going to be an adaptation period. But you don't want to just like drink like a liter of kefir, and you might have like, your stomach might ache just because you're adding a ton of probiotics out of nowhere, and your body's like, what the fuck is this? So a little bit, less is more. You could always increase it and find that sweet spot. So I usually have in the morning, on empty stomach. I usually, after I drink my water and my electrolytes, I usually like to have, a cup or two. I usually have it later in the day or after my workouts. Let's see, Julian, where can I send the text and audio clip for Go to the Fucking Gym in Hindi? We did it. I've posted Hindi videos already. I appreciate it. You could DM us on Instagram, but I've posted a couple Hindi videos. Check it out on Instagram. I post them on TikTok too. What other languages do you speak? I think we're still looking for other ones. German. I think I haven't done German yet. Haven't done Russian. I should do one like Russian versus Ukrainian. And I should be like arguing back and forth. Go to the gym. No, I will not go to the fucking gym. Go to gym. I don't want to go to gym. I will bomb you. I go gym. Too soon? All right. We'll bomb both. We'll bomb all of you. Yeah. War, baby. Let's fucking go to war. I saw some funny videos on TikTok of people filling out like fake tax forms and writing in the dependent section, writing in Ukraine. It's fucking ridiculous. It's so true though. Everyone's like, can I claim can I claim Ukraine as a dependent? We should. Because I'm absolutely, that's what I'm doing. I'm choosing to send my money to deal with historical conflicts. Fantastic. Okay, Freddie, magnesium intake increase helped the restless leg syndrome and was happy. It pissed me off to no ends. Awesome. All right, let's see. StoneFit, I believe 90 to 95% of Americans are magnesium deficient because of how shitty the soil is. Oh, yeah. Magnesium and vitamin D are huge deficiencies. And they're so cheap. They're so cheap. This is why it was super frustrating when you had the China virus going around and you had people that were not telling people to go outside. You had to go inside, stay inside, or wear a mask outside. Don't get sun. You need to be getting sun, vitamin D, especially in the summer. It's evil. In the winter, it's not so much flu season as it is vitamin D deficiency system. Just supplement. If you're getting a ton of sun in the summer, like it's fat soluble. It's not really a vitamin. It's a hormone, but your body, you can usually make it through the winter, but I still supplement. And I'll eat organ meats and stuff like that, but I'll still supplement with vitamin D in the wintertime because the angle of the sun, once it gets when it gets lower in the sky because of the rotation of the earth, you're not getting I think it's the UVB rays. You're not getting the angle necessary for your body to produce vitamin D. So even in Florida, it's not ideal. But of course, I'll produce a ton and get a ton of sun during the summer when the sun's roasting my fucking tits. It's roasting tits right now. It's so hot. It's so hot. I love it. I love it. I love the heat. I'm so ready for fucking summer again. Saying Zero, Papa Soy, I think I asked this the other day, but was at work. Do you use all glass containers to avoid BPAs or are there better plastic options? Thank you, Papa. You're the GOAT. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Do I use all glass containers? Yes, and stainless steel. So for example, couple examples, like I have some of the ceramic ones, but this is like just a little Yeti cup, but stainless steel, totally fine. I also use a lot of Hydro Flasks. No affiliation. Use my promo code, save 15% off. No, so I use this for water, so Hydro Flasks, and just recommend it if you get a Hydro Flask or something, get a little rubber boot on the bottom so you don't dent it, and it's when you put it down on tables, it's not like clink, it doesn't chip and stuff like that, so it's a really nice little thing. So I use that for waters. We have like, water filtration like Berkey, Gravity, and we're putting an under sink one too, but we have glass containers in the sink, and the sink in the fridge for cold water. We use these glass containers that have like bamboo lids for food. So we don't use the microwave. We would never heat or cook in plastic or anything like that. So yeah, as much as possible. There are different types of plastic. It depends on the compounds that can handle different types of heat, but any kind of heat with things that are porous in plastic, you don't want to do that. So, water in plastic bottles is not good. Of course, it's worse when it's under UV light and it's under heat because it's going to leach more into the water. But a lot of times you might get a cold plastic bottle of water from the gas station, but it could have been sitting out behind the gas station for a day or two cooking in the sun while they're loading it off the truck or something like that. So you don't really know, even if it's not hot, it's still leaching. It's just breaking down. Plastic is porous and it does decompose. It might take 10,000 years for a plastic bottle to decompose, but just because it takes 10,000 years, that still means it's decaying every fucking day. It's just you can't see it. We're not going to be alive long enough to see it completely disappear, but it's still breaking down. And when you add heat, when you add energy to an environment, it speeds up decay and molecule degradation and all those things, especially UV light. So plastic bottles in the trunk of cars in the sun, like reusing them, it's terrible. Just use glass or plastic. Jay Frosty Balls, the one in your Amazon store. Is it? I think it's bulk supplements. One of the ones I use. That's a great, you just get the powder. And like I said, when you have any kind of supplement that you're taking that you have raw and you're not getting with tons of aspartame or artificial sweeteners, it tastes like shit. Most of the stuff tastes like fucking shit. That's why and then you realize, oh my God, they put so much artificial sweetener in there to make it taste palatable. So they can call it electric unicorn jizz, blue raspberry unicorn jizz. And you're like, oh my God, it tastes so good. It's because they're just filling it. Most of it is just artificial sweetener. Tyler, did you hear about the recent news about Greta being detained about a protest? No, I didn't, but
how dare you?
I certainly won't lose sleep over it. Anas Alami, what's your raw take? Well, I'll give you a raw take too. Papa Swole, what's your take on raw milk versus regular milk? Raw milk is just unpasteurized. Yes, that's exactly what raw milk is. Thank you very much. Appreciate the. It is just unpasteurized. It's much better. It's much better. You do everything you can to try to locate raw milk. Go to realmilk.com and you can search and Google it in your area. Go to local farms. You can usually find a raw milk source. Depending on your state, sometimes they make it illegal to buy raw milk, which is ridiculous. But a lot of times you can get around that if you have a local co-op where you pay a membership. Maybe it's $30 a year. And technically by having a membership, you are a part owner. You have a share of the livestock. So it's a way to get around the law where if you own a share, if technically you're a part owner, even if there's 1,000 people that share ownership of the cow because you're part of this association, you can legally drink milk from your own animal. So that's why a lot of times like, oh, if you join this, so that's why some of the states do that, because you can drink milk from your own animal. So it's this fucking ridiculous workaround that you have to do. But raw milk is much better for you, objectively. A lot of times people have issues with lactose, but raw milk actually has lactase enzymes in it, so it helps you digest it. But when you pasteurize it, you're just getting tons of milk sugars and people have indigestion. You're denaturing nutrients and proteins and all these other things and killing beneficial bacteria when you're heating it. So raw milk is the GOAT. And if you have issues with regular raw milk, you can look for raw goat milk, which is A2 casein protein. A lot of people have less digestive issues and it's naturally homogenized. So the fat molecules are smaller in goat milk. So it's more, you don't have like the cream rising to the top, so it can aid in digestive issues. Sheep milk too. But you could also find A2 raw cow milk out there too. Some places ship it. So Gougelet is your friend. Great live questions. Freddie Papasolio, when training after an injury, muscle memory is a thing. Would you suggest increasing nutritional intake for a small period or keeping at the same level? You mean when you're injured? I mean, it depends. Maybe you want more collagen or bone broth, get better sleep, focus more on mobility when you're coming back. I mean, muscle memory is definitely a thing, but it's really just adaptation. Your body is more likely, if you create a sufficient adaptation, your body is more likely to go back to that adaptation. So if you're lifting for example, I'm lifting for 20 years. If I take a month off, it's going to be quicker for me to get back into it because my normal state for the last 20 years has been lifting, has been, producing this kind of strength and subjecting myself. I'll still be sore depending on how hard I go when I get back into it, but I'll be able to get back into it faster than someone who's never worked out before. And I'll get back to like my normal level. So nutritional intake should always be sufficient, but if you're coming back from an injury, maybe certain nutrients might be more effective, but it's also going to be sleep and how you're training and how you're guiding that and how you're making sure you don't have imbalances because of an injury. And one of the most important things to know about an injury is that, let's say you hurt your ankle, you hurt your hip, or you hurt your knee, your gait and your posture changes. So a lot of times people just wait for the pain to go away and then go back to doing normal stuff, but they, without realizing, are leaning more on one leg than the other. And then they have like imbalance of use when it comes to their their posture, and they don't realize that they're guarding that leg still, and then it can lead to an overuse injury on the other side, depending on how they've been compensating. Rosie, do you listen to Andrew Huberman's podcast? I don't listen to the podcast, but I see a lot of clips, and I've consumed a lot of his content in the past, but I don't listen to the podcast like straight through. But the kind of thing that I would do is, like, if I heard a clip, I might look into, like, I like for his podcast and the way he covers stuff, like listening to like an hour, 2 hours is just not, sometimes super technical, and like it doesn't really matter the reasoning behind it. And I know I'm familiar with a lot of it already. So I take a little piece of information like, oh, cool, plug that into everything I already know. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah. But if there's a clip or something on TikTok or on Instagram and I'll see, and it's like 20 seconds, I'm like, oh, cool. I might go on YouTube and Google it and then watch the 10-minute clip or something like that. I have in the past, but I don't listen to and a lot of times when it comes to podcasts, I'll subscribe to a bunch of podcasts. And then if the title of a podcast, like, oh shit, that's a really good topic. And then I might listen to it. So I'll subscribe to a lot of podcasts and then read the titles. So I might follow a lot of podcasts and be like, okay, that's going on. That's what they're talking about. Cool. And I support the person. I enjoy their content, but I don't listen to every single thing. So I don't need to know like, oh, that's what they're covering for the news there. Okay, I know that story. I'm familiar. I'm not really interested. It's not really important. It's just kind of, that's what's going on today and not really much is going on. I don't need to listen to an hour about stuff that's no different. That's not going to provide me value. So if there's something like, let's say I'm really interested in something specific about sleep, and all of a sudden I see a podcast and this person, let's say Andrew Huberman, all of a sudden, oh, this is, new evidence on sleep shows that sleeping 2 hours a night, 5 times a day is better. Like, oh man, I might listen to it. But it's not, Stonefit, did you hear about the Kerrygold lawsuit and recall? Is it PUFAs or is it PFUAs were found in the butter? They weren't found in the butter, or maybe they were, but it was from the packaging, right? Yeah, Kerrygold. Just make sure you're getting it in the hard or the containers rather than that tinfoil wrapping. I haven't used Kerrygold. I used to use it a lot. We have like 50 or 60 or fucking sticks in the fridge that we just haven't used. They're all expired, easily expired. I haven't used Kerrygold in a while. We've been getting raw butter, which is fucking amazing. But I have heard about that. I think it was only found in the packaging. Maybe they found it in the butter, but it was because of the packaging, right? That like the tinfoil packaging. But I also wonder how much was found, because it's kept cold. So, obviously if it's in the heat, the butter would have been melted, but it would leach more. So I wonder what the concentration was. I haven't looked into it too much because I saw the thing in the Kerrygold, but I've known there's been things about the Kerrygold with like, oh, it wasn't completely grass fed or, blah, blah. I just haven't used it in a while, so it hasn't been relevant to me, but I'm aware of it. Stonefit, CNN came out and said the China virus was leaked from a lab yesterday, and the last idiot crosses the line. Yo,
Matt Damon.
Is anyone else laughing when you see like, oh my God, and everyone's like, it did come from the lab. We have a low confidence, but it did. Are we still debating this? But we're still not sure. Really? The top like virologist and like Brett Weinstein like has been covering. He's an expert in bats. He did like his like doctoral dissertations in like bat populations and virus. Like he knows what he's talking about. He's like, it's just not realistic. Viruses don't mutate that quickly to go like, oh, it's gonna infect you, and it doesn't just jump from an animal to a human and then infect the fucking world. And by the way, just on a side note, just saying for people that are getting freaked out about every last thing, whenever you see a virus where it's like Ebola or this next thing, like, oh my God, the mortality rate is 90%. I'm not sitting here. You don't have to take all your information from me. But when you have a virus that has an extremely high mortality rate, that's also not necessarily something. It sounds like you should be more scared. It's actually the opposite. Because let's say, oh, you get this virus, you'll die in a day. Well, it's going to be contained very quickly because it doesn't have time to spread from person to person. So really serious, like, mortality rates or really dangerous, they usually don't go that far because they're too severe, they're easily contained, and they burn out quickly. So if you get something and you're dying in 5 minutes, just, okay, everyone stay away. It's gone. You see what I'm saying? So just be careful when you're like, oh my God, it's going to jump from this to this. It doesn't just work like that. You just don't get like sick and spread like crazy. These things can be contained, especially if they're more severe. The thing with COVID and the sinister thing about that is for most people that were actually just fundamentally healthy, it wasn't a severe thing. It really attacked or had negative side effects for people that are extremely immune compromised, like any kind of sickness, like just life itself. People are fundamentally so fucking unhealthy. Shocker that people that were 80 years old were succumbing. They succumbed to, pneumonia and the flu. People die from like mostly, even when you have cancer, people usually die and succumb from things like pneumonia and the flu just because your immune system is so compromised. It's not from necessarily that disease itself. Like it compromises your immune system and then a fundamental basic bug will take you out just because your body is that compromised. So, and the fact that they were using poor testing methods, like trying to find these like little micro, oh my God, and they're using the PCR test and multiplying it by 1,000 to be like, oh, you breathed in a molecule at one point that it was just a great way to take control, to sell product, to strike fear. It was just panic and a lot of stupidity and ignorance. There were definitely evil forces at work there too, but humans are very panicky creatures. And when you're sitting in an ivory tower and you have life really easy, it's things that shouldn't be as scary are easily amplified to the nines. So just a little rant there too. Everyone loves a good rant. All right, let's take another question. We'll take more. Oh, wait, is this R. Tyler? Is this R. Tyler? Thanks for calling in. We've been doing a lot of knowledge cock lately. I love it. I love it. We're going deep, thick. Veins are huge. Lots of blood flow. Feels good. Tyler, you're on the line.
So I have a question about one meal a day. With the one meal a day, should you really be focusing on that protein goal number? Or is that just nonsense to get distracted and just kind of get overwhelmed if you don't hit your number? Do you think also you should, if you are committed to do the one meal a day, would you want to be like eating all like red meat and not specifically hit that number? Is it beneficial if you don't have to be worrying about that protein goal number? Hopefully that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a big hopefully there, Tyler. So, okay, one meal a day. It's just more challenging. Are you trying to bulk? You're trying to put on size? It's hard to do that with one meal a day. It just is because it's about what you can consume in one sitting. How long are you eating for? What foods are you consuming? You can only eat so much steak at one time. So the protein goal, the protein number, this is like going back to like these people that think that macros is the only thing that fucking matters. And that calorie intake is the only thing that matters, and the food quality doesn't have, or nutrient density. Micronutrients and food quality is the most important thing. Yeah, protein's very important. Protein and fat are, maybe light on the carbohydrates, depending preference, time of year, what you're consuming. But the food sources are the most important. You should focus mostly when you're eating your food. Yeah, you should focus mostly on protein consumption, especially if you're lifting heavy weights and you're training regularly. Protein should be the number one thing. You shouldn't be sitting there eating a big bowl of rice too, and then, only eating a few pieces of steak and be like, I'm full. So focus on your protein first. And then after that, you can fill in the gaps and add a lot of times protein and fat is, a good combination. Protein and fat, like eating those together, will give you the most satiety and the most caloric density. There's more calories per gram of fat, especially if it's healthy fats like tallow, grass-fed butter, ghee, things of that sort, avocados, great. So I would recommend focusing on the protein and the fats and then maybe filling in with some carbohydrates. But usually when people go from fat, protein, carb, protein, back and forth, you get that novelty and you overeat or you bloat. And honestly, if you're filling your body up with carbohydrates, you're just not getting, you just focus on your protein first. Like when you sit down to eat a meal, focus on the protein first. But again, obviously you need X amount of protein or you need sufficient, calories in order to provide your body with enough energy to have enough for normal functions. And also you need the stimulus on your muscles and also the tools and resources to like, hey, we have extra, let's build some more muscle. Your body is looking to survive every single day. When you put stress upon it, your body is, it's stressed. So it's looking to survive and handle the stress. So your body needs to repair, survive, maintain, and then be able to have the resources in order to be proactive. Same thing with our society. The only reason we're able to have a lot of creativity and innovation in our society is because we're not required to work in the fields. We have a lot of people that do manual labor jobs. We need everyone doing the jobs that we need for our society to function. But the reason why we're able to come up with iPhones and create all these different things and creativity, the reason why I'm able to do this podcast and create videos and yell at people to go to the fucking gym is because I don't have to work in a field for 12 hours to survive. Just to have enough food for my family to hopefully not starve to death. So, where was I going? So in other words, in order for your body to flourish and to build muscle, which is not necessary, it's an adaptation. It's not required. It's good for your body. It's functional. It'll provide more strength. You can hunt, you can climb trees, you can build a house, you can do things to survive as a creature, but it's not like your body wants to. It will if it has to. It's an adaptation or to survive. But building more muscle for aesthetics, it's like, that's not evolutionary. That's just, us doing things because we have the time and the ability to spend our attention on things that we haven't throughout the course of our history and evolution. Hopefully that answered the question. But if you're not able to get enough protein or enough calories in that meal, then just do 2 meals a day. Do like a 4 or 6 hour eating window. Julian the Butcher. Jesus Christ, that's getting violent. Sorry, one more question. Is it beneficial to supplement B6? My boyfriend started taking it out of nowhere. Well, always a good idea. Always a good idea. Like, B6. That sounds good. I was wondering if it was as vital as B12. What is B6? I'm not even going to... I forget. Is that riboflavin or is that B12? Look, I eat beef liver. You get everything. Have him eat some beef liver. Just taking a supplement like that, most people just get the source. Get some grass-fed beef liver and eat that. And you're going to get all those nutrients that you need. And there you go. There you go. Stone Fit. Tell your boyfriend to eat liver. There you go. Like, do I take B6? Like some of these things, like the knowledge for that, I just don't remember what B6 is. I just know I get it. So it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Like, I don't even fucking know. Julian, he does occasionally when I cook it. Not a huge fan of it. Being a fan of it doesn't matter. So tell him to stop being a pussy. Eat it raw. Tell him to be a man. That'll go over well. Let's fucking go. Tell him Papa Swole said, be a man. Eat that liver raw. If it's grass-fed and grass-finished, chop it up. Have like an ounce. Just boom. Chew it up a little bit. Swallow it. Wash it down with some water. You don't have to like it. Just fucking eat it. Fucking eat it. Going back, some of these questions, I have to scroll down. I might miss a question. These are old comments. I just didn't realize how long I was talking for. I live in Armenia. Raw milk is everywhere. Nice. Man, we might have to just we're just going to do more questions and less balls deep. Saying, I have to say, every time you answer questions I add your advice to my life. I feel so much better. You are truly priceless, man. I thank you, dude. Is there any veggies that aren't bullshit? Thanks. You have to test those things yourself. Things like squash, zucchini, you might have less issues with. If you're going to have them, you might want to just cook the shit out of them. But that's really things that you can test individually. Since I haven't been eating vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts and shit, I just feel fucking fantastic. I have no desire. I look at them and I just they don't look edible to me. So I'm leaning into that. Just test those things. That's why the elimination diet's powerful. I'm not telling you guys exactly what to eat. I'm telling you what I eat or what I do. But then you can, that's why we do the elimination diet. You can test and see what works best for you and customize. So if you don't know, make sure you're eliminating these things for like 2 months and then try it one at a time and then see how you like it. But oftentimes if you cook the fuck out of it, like you're doing some kind of stir fry, you're cooking the shit out of it, you're pressure cooking it, you're putting in broth, it'll break down enough that like you might not have the same negative effects as like having a raw piece of broccoli.
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, 1 cross each.
Why does it disgust us, precious? Fucking gross. Let's do one more. This is Amin, and then we'll go into some balls deep because the rest of my shaft is getting cold. Let's get
Hey,
this.
brother, you're good? Go to the fucking gym.
Fucking chodes.
Matt Damon.
All right, I mean. It puts the lotion on its skin. Hey, brother, you good? Go to fucking gym. All right. Well, thank you for the call. Thank you for the 6 seconds of my life that on my deathbed I'll be like, why do I not have 6 more seconds? Oh, because of that fucking call. Now that's a sign. That's a sign. That's the sign. It's time to go balls deep. That's the sign. Stop taking questions. Stop taking questions. All right. Great. Excellent. Fantastic. Wonderful. Tyler, it's your birthday, so I'll let this one slide. What are your thoughts on intermittent fast? I'll let it go. I'll let it go, Tyler. I'll let it go.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
But look, it's fine. It's fine. Frank says those foreigners are just in love with busting your balls. Look, I can take it. Think about it. I'm literally yelling at people, just like, go to fucking sleep. Go to the fucking gym. And people are like, I just saw a video of you saying go to fucking sleep and go to the fucking gym. I don't know what to do. People are like, I'm confused. Which one should I do? Should I sleep or go to the gym? Should I sleep at the gym? I get it. I get it. Look, I can take it. I can take it. At least it's coherent. I can hear it. It's succinct. Go to the fucking gym. It's also good advice. Oh, that's a good one, John. Worst part about vegetables? I didn't even vote for Biden. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
That's good. That's good. I didn't vote for vegetables. No shit. No shit. It's like Day of the Dead. Oh my God. All right. We didn't do this one yesterday. Jesus Christ. Well, you know what's interesting? When we cover or when a fat acceptance, one of these woke tards covers our screen, you know what's funny when we don't do a video on, because sometimes we have a repeat offender today. And I know, just, it's all right. Okay. Come on. Stop whining. It's always interesting when we see them like, oh, you're still getting bigger. Like you still haven't stopped eating. They never get smaller, right? You never see these people that we've covered before. Oh my God, you lost so much weight. They just keep on getting bigger. They don't stop. I told you, like you can't leave your identity. That's how they have a following. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's do this one. Fat. Wait, this one we didn't do yesterday because we went super long and super deep. This one, so we have 2 that you've seen before. Unfortunately, this is the one that looks like one of those statues, like the heads on Easter, like the Moai, like the Easter Island. All right, here we go.
What's in the box?
This is called Fat Phobic Apartment.
My boyfriend's new apartment hates fat people.
I'm sure that's the case. My boyfriend's new apartment hates fat people or likes to maximize the amount of apartments or units so they can maximize profit. It's one or the other.
This is the kitchen. This is the fridge. Oh, let's go. Oh, it opens from the other side.
Oh my God, you mean this apartment is designed poorly? You do realize some of those fridges you can change which side it opens on? You mean a poorly designed apartment? That, look, just because it opens from the other side, that's just a poorly designed apartment. There's fridges or double doors or things that you can get or open. It's not because you're fat. I mean, if you're too big for an apartment, fam, if you're too big for a seat, an airplane, if you're too big for something that's made for humans, this chick needs to go to Japan and see what a tiny apartment looks like. Have you seen those apartments in Japan or China where literally it's like 100 square foot or like 75 square foot cubicle? Have you seen these things?
Oh, can't fit here. Oh.
Because you're too fat. Oh my God, that mean fridge touched my gut. That's just a shitty kitchen. A friend of mine had that where you open it up and then you couldn't walk past, like it was awful. You just needed to get a fridge that opened from the other side. Problem solved. Okay.
Every time you want to go to the fridge.
You shouldn't be going to the fridge that often. Take a hint. Okay? Okay? You just need a kitchenette. The fridge is not your concern. You shouldn't be spending a lot of time in there. Okay.
So I guess what we could do is we can just like open it the other way, right? And then sneak in while it's open. Here we go. Oh! Every time you want to go to the fridge, you have to be reminded of how fat you are.
I think that's a great design. I think that's a great fucking
Emotional damage.
That's a fantastic design, actually. You have to be reminded, good, you should be. You know what my grandmother used to do? She had one of those little pigs that sensed the light. Those little plastic or ceramic things you put in there, and every time she opened the fridge, it went. See, that generation just has a different sense. It's like, oh, make fun of me. It's like shame me. It's like, oh, okay, I shouldn't be going into this food place. I shouldn't be going into this food place because it's oinking at me. That was my grandmother. So you can see I come from a long line of people that can take it. We have a sense of humor about things, and we can slap ourselves across the tits when we need to.
Apartment hates fat people. This is an apartment in LA. LA is fatphobic.
LA is not. The rent for that shitty apartment that you're in is probably like $3,000. So that's what you get for living in LA. Okay? But I'm sure you can complain and probably get reparations for it or something like that. Reparations because of your Oreo addiction. So it's LA after all. So I'm sure someone would virtue signal for you.
And every time you go to the fridge.
I bet she's probably 0.00. She's probably got some Senator Warren blackness in her, like 0.00001%. So you could probably get those reparations that are trying to, like $5 million, right? A person they're trying to pass. So come on, just stay with it. Unfortunately, if they pass out $5 million to every resident, then your apartment's going to be $15,000 a month because, well, free money. Okay, let's keep moving on.
It calls you fat. It makes it harder for you to get to the fridge. That is fat phobia in its purest form. I rest my case.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's move on quickly.
You make me happy.
All right. Her boyfriend needs to have some more self-confidence. Time for him to unpack whatever baggage he's carrying around that led him to that situation. All right. Grizzly. So she's complaining about an apartment that's not even hers. What's confusing about that? She has an opportunity to complain about something. Stop. You're on fire, dude. Go steal. You're on fire. Go steal a new fridge. You can steal anything under $1,000 in California and not be charged. Hashtag new fridge.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Oh, preach. That's true. Hey, I'm sure there's a fridge. Go to like a BrandsMart $999 fridge, or BrandsMart has those weird prices, right? Where it's like $946 and like 27 cents. It's like Walmart pricing where they give these weird psychological mindfuck prices. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Sayin. You should add the soundbite from Jurassic Park. Don't move. She can't see you if you don't move. That's a good call. That's a good call. We still have this one.
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Okay, let's see here. We got two more. She's Back is one title. Horribly so. I don't want to end it with her face. So we'll end it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep, we're ending it with that one. We got a pineapple in our hands. We got more 95% shit. This one is titled She's Back. Let's give it down for...
What's in the box? That's a huge bitch.
All right, here we go. Two more.
Long time no see. As most of you know...
Don't open it like that. No shit. Long time no see. God damn it. God damn it.
I've been far less active on social media for the past several months because I have 2 jobs, I'm very busy, life is hard. But now, something is happening that is genuinely so important, I feel I have to re-enter the arena.
Fuck. She found us.
Great Scott!
On my page, I talk a lot about how fat folks experience systemic discrimination and have virtually no legal protections.
What? Fat people have virtually no legal protections? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
What? Let's keep going.
Fat people experience discrimination in employment, housing, insurance, healthcare, education, transportation, public accessibility, and more. Despite being 2/3 of the US population, there are hardly any laws to protect fat people from discrimination, and that's what I want to change. A couple months ago, I was contacted.
But I don't want to go for a walk. I'm not going to stop eating cake. I'm not going to go to the fucking gym and actually change my lifestyle habits. This is what we're going to change. So what we're going to change is here's what we're going to do, because this is an easier way. Instead of going to the fucking gym, eating some beef, going to sleep, not stuffing my face with liquid sugar and vegetable oils, here's what we're going to do instead. I'm going to change. Let's see, where is this? This is what I want to change. Where is it? Here's what we're going to do, okay? Instead of just going to the fucking gym, I'm going to change discrimination in employment, housing, insurance. Good luck with that. Health. Again, just go to the fucking gym. Healthcare, education, transportation, public accessibility, and more. I'm just going to change the fucking world because that's the problem, not my terrible habits. Not the fact that I don't know how to take care of myself. I'm just going to change all that. Nice. The good thing is you can make these videos for the rest of your life because nothing's going to change unless you do. Imagine what would happen if you actually started taking care of your health. Guess what? Nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. You have to worry about discrimination in housing. What, stairs? Holy shit, there's an upstairs? That's fat phobic. What, because you can't walk up a fucking flight of stairs? I have to squeeze past this fridge because of your gunch. Your fupa hits the fucking fridge door. You can't even walk past it. Then don't live in LA and get like an 800 square foot studio for $5,000. Jesus Christ. Yo, make some decisions. Let's make some better decisions. Let's take some responsibility for the shitty choices we make. That's what I want to change. Yeah, so she's okay. I am the warrior. All right, here we go. Let's continue.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
A couple months ago, I was contacted by Dove, and they shared something with me that literally made me cry. Dove informed me they're working with the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance and the Fat Legal Advocacy Rights and Education Project.
What the fuck is that?
The National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance. The National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance. And the Fat Legal Advocacy Rights and Education Project. Yo, more words, please. There aren't enough words. Talk about money pit garbage, trash, grifting, woke nonsense. Jesus Christ. Yeah, don't use Dove anyway. It's literally garbage. Oh my God. God, you're... All right, I'm going to town on this.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No,
So
not really. It's your face.
The advancement of fat people. It's called walking. It's called walking. It's called walking. There you go. You can advance many places. It's called walking. These are my magic shoes. Mama said they'd take me anywhere. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
An education project to pass legislation to end body size discrimination in cities and states all over the country.
What the fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean? Nothing. What does that mean, body size discrimination? Go to the fucking gym. All right, this is the hill that I will die on. This is it. Like, this is why we cover it. If anyone's like, oh my God, I'm just saying, if you listen, Papa Soil, why do you cover this shit every fucking day? This is a hill I will die on. 1,000%. The flag is planted. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. This is sickening shit. It is just the most fucking gross, nasty shit. Not her face. I have my opinions about that. I'm not talking about her face. I'm talking about this idea, this stupidity. It's disgusting. God, so fucking sick. Fucking retarded. Shit.
The little rascal has spirit?
We're not done. We're not done. This is just gross. The state of fucking mind. We have people, by the way, if you're new, like, oh my God, Papa hates fat people. I don't. I hate the fat mindset. These people also just happen to have, because we have a lot of fat advocates that are, thinner, that are not morbidly obese. We got fat people in the Swole fam. You know why they're in the Swole fam? It's because they're making positive changes and they're not huge pussies. Now, we have a lot of people that are obese and overweight and still making progress. I'm still making progress. They're just not full of shit. I don't dislike fat people. I dislike anyone who has this pussy mentality. It's nauseating. It's sickening. And I just won't stand for it. Because guess what? Because I don't have to stand for it.
America! Fuck yeah!
All right, Jesus Christ, let's finish it. 30 seconds. Let's see.
Legislation to end body size discrimination in cities and states all over the country. Legislation is our most powerful tool in the fight to end body size discrimination, which is why I am proudly joining the Campaign for Size Freedom.
Where are these words coming from? The Campaign for Size Freedom. Oh my God, just go outside. Get some fucking sun. I work 2 jobs. Oh my God. Why can't you just go to the fucking gym and start an OnlyFans like a normal person? You know what I'm saying? Instead of an OnlyFans, should we do OnlyFats?
And we need public support to pass legislation like this. So there are 2 very important things you can do. The first is to go sign the petition at dove.com/sizefreedom.
Nope.
And the other is to share your story using the hashtag #CampaignForSizeFreedom and tagging Dove. This is a really big deal and there's a lot more to come. So keep an eye out.
Oh. Yeah. Mandy says, let's go fill it out and campaign against it. Whatever. Okay. Any word that you can call that, stupid, retarded, idiotic, just insane, all of those things. Okay. Let's move right along. Right along. Yeah, do that. Ooh, I like that. Stoyer me. Time to go post before and after pics on that hashtag. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Just share and repost my videos and use that hashtag. Whatever it was. I blacked out. I didn't hear what she said. But absolutely. We don't have any church today. No church. I know, but we do have a tainty man. We got a tainty man. Aww. Let's get a golf clap. Look at the tainty man. Oh, tainty boy. Oh, tainty man, my tainty boy. Oh, tainty man. Rufus. Oh, tainty boy. Rufus, we're being attacked. Defend me. Defend my honor. Protect me, my man. Rufus, intruder. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. God damn it. Fucking dog. Goddamn dog's broken. You know that meme song? I want to get a dog for protection. Yeah. He just, you know what? It's awesome. He's trained so well. He knows that when he's laying there and there's loud noises, just, it's normal.
Loud noises!
So he knows when he's there and I'm yelling, he just tunes it out, obviously. Any yelling in this room, in the office, in the swole hole, when he's on the bed, any amount of noise is just not important. Just not important. Not even a move. Yelling his name. Save me. I'm dying. The house is on fire. The house is on fire. Save me, Rufus. Rufus, I need your help. Good boy. Come here. All right, great. Well, that was awesome. You know what, fam? We have one more. If that one wasn't bad enough, I can't believe the coalition for what? What was it? The coalition of fat gunch? Stitch. This is a Stitch. It's horrible. It's shocking. It's miserable. It's just a terrible thing. This is called lifetime of dieting. All right. Everyone get your tissues out. Here we go.
That a lifetime of dieting will land you in the body that you have been fighting to avoid.
Becca speaks the truth. If I could turn back time and never have done any of the dieting I did in my 20s, I'd do.
What the fuck is that?
Fucking shit. If you're listening to this podcast, I'm telling you, this podcast makes a case that if there ever should be a podcast that's audio only, it's this one. I know some of you say like, no, I must watch. I must get my eye holes raped every day. If there's ever a case to make this podcast audio only, it's your face. I'll play it again, unfortunately. Jesus Christ. Superstar.
Boom shakalaka!
Okay.
You know the thing about a shark, he's got lifeless eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eye.
All right, here we go.
Becca speaks the truth. If I could turn back time and never have done any of the dieting I did in my 20s.
She's like, I'm going to pause it like I always do. I have to. I just can't. You know what it is? I can't play it all the way through because I need to take breaks. I need to take breaks and like, whew, okay. That way I can make it through. If not, I'm just going to hang myself. So she looks like one of those troll dolls, right? Those little tiny troll dolls with like the big poof magenta hair. It's like the same color. That's like a 7 head. All right, here we go.
Do it, y'all. And just like Becca, I love the body that I'm in now, and I love it enough to not diet anymore.
We noticed.
Well, I guess I do diet, but I don't diet.
Diet, get it? Like dye culling your hair.
What I'm saying. I know that for me, it absolutely changed my set point weight, and I'm bigger now than I would have been if I had done nothing at all. You know that phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it? Because trust me, it can be more broke. Our bodies are incredible, amazing things.
So let's trash it and just not take care of it because it's hard work and challenging because of society and everything. Oh my God, let's just not try. Let's just not try. You dog. You scallywag.
Wherever they are, whatever function level they're at, they're still doing amazing things all the time. And we don't even have to think about it. So please, please, please try to love your body and accept it where it's at, because you're going to need to do that at some point in your life eventually anyway. All of us are getting old and sick. Someday it's happening, y'all. No matter what Deepak Chopra says. The key is enjoying your life and your body right now, where you're at, before you miss it. The rest of that's just wasted energy.
All right, I'm just going to, instead of Deepak Chopra, I'm going to call you Stay Fat Copra. You are the epitome of playing a victim, making an excuse, and succumbing to the constant pressure that's around every single human on the planet, acting like you're someone that's, oh, you're such a trailblazer to just give up, such a trailblazer to not put in effort, such a trailblazer to pretend like everything else is the problem, not you. We have to love ourselves someday. We have to, what are you talking about? Love yourself every day by investing in your health. What the fuck does loving yourself have to do with just trashing your body and not making progress, not putting effort in, not challenging yourself, not moving? It's sickening. This shit is just fucking disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Look at me. Look at my magenta fucking hair. Look at me. Give me love and attention. Look at me not doing anything. Look at me, but I'm valid because my hair looks like a fucking troll doll. Look at me. Give me attention. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. My father gave me Oreos. And then one day he ate the last one. So I killed him. Okay. Anyway, that was great. That was
You lose.
So why don't you make like a tree?
My brain?
And get out of here.
My brain. Okay. We got a Swole card, fam. We got a Swole card. I'll tell you what. We got a dick draft. We do have we got to get people going. We got some special. My God. Okay. I agree, actually. Well, we're gonna kick it off. Bao says withdrawing my name. All right, we need a someone. We need a someone. But I agree. Some of you already know where it's going. We are sending this one to Bradley.
Congratulations!
No. Settle down. It's usually congratulations, but Bradley, you got your work cut out for you. Your first assignment is to take care of the purple pop top. So I don't know. Is this a congratulations? Is it? But we need men like Bradley. And if you, in all seriousness, let's just put a pause on that for a second. In all seriousness, if you missed the beginning of the podcast, which some of you did, you came in for the balls deep, which I apologize for. Make sure you always go back and check out the beginning, because if you are making excuses, like all these twats online, if you're making excuses and, I don't feel like getting up early before work, Bradley, as much as we're like, you got to get a different job, you need more of a, not work-life balance, because I think that's a nonsense statement, but you need to make positive changes to improve your life and your health. It'll improve tremendously. But you have Bradley who's getting up at 1:15. 1:15 to go to the gym at 2:30 a.m. Like, I don't even know what to say about that. That's amazing. So working 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., most people, if they go, they probably cancel most of the time, but go after work. Most people will go after. So as much as we can critique and be like, Bradley, you got to do better. It's going to be bad for your health long term. It's really like hard to say. He's still doing it. So, I mean, huge fucking props. And I think we can go a little bit deeper into Bradley's situation. We don't know anything about his job, where he lives, and whatever Bradley's willing to share. But if you have any kind of advice or experience, you know, I mean, I almost think that, you know, I always say go to the fucking gym, but I almost feel like Bradley just doing some yoga and mobility. I don't know. It's so hard to say. So hard to say. So if you have any experience working night shifts or working long shifts, like nurses, anyone else that works like super long shifts and works swing shifts, security, whatever, like, you know, over the road truckers, anyone that has experience, go into the Facebook group. This was posted a day ago. Find Bradley's post and comment your thoughts on it, because it's one thing for me to talk about it. I just know sleep is essential. I don't really know what else to say. It's easier said than done, I guess. Like, hey, get a different job. Maybe that's something that's on the horizon. Maybe it's just hard. Just the fact that, and Bradley says, my schedule, like everyone else's, is crazy. No, my friend. Not everyone's schedule is like that. A lot of people think their schedule is crazy, but they don't manage their time properly, and they make it crazy. They expose themselves to too many things. A lot of people waste their time, so they make their schedule crazy, because then they can blame their crazy schedule. A lot of people waste time and then blame not having enough time as the reason to keep on procrastinating and pushing off what they should be doing. So a lot of people actually actively sabotage themselves, because if they do that, then they have an excuse to not actually execute. But your schedule is like, it's definitely something. It's something else, man. So just the fact that you are going to the gym and you're getting it done, anyone else that thinks, oh, I don't have time, just fucking read this post. Take a screenshot of this right now on the podcast and just look at this. Make it your background. Oh, fucking just have that. Wake up at 1:15 a.m. Just take a screenshot of like his schedule. So anytime you feel like print it out, whatever, just save it. Look at that. I don't feel like training today. Wake up 1:15, gym 2:30. Fucking hell. I can train right now. Like for me personally, like I didn't get the best sleep last night. Oh, I only got 6 hours okay. You're not going to crush it every single night, but Bradley was fucking training while I was dreaming. Well, everyone's fucking dreaming. Anyway, Bradley, props, shout out. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, SwoleCard2490. Everyone go and comment on this post, but also let him know that he won today's Swole Card if you're not watching live or listening, Bradley. So congratulations. And unfortunately, you have a lot of dicking to do. We're sending you to the front lines because we need men like you, Bradley. We need men like you. Thank you for your service. And I think Bradley, this is like, Bradley is like at the front lines. Like, you might not be coming back, Bradley, but we'll never forget. So congratulations, Bradley. Let's summon the Falcon and shut this shit down, fam. Go make some sick fucking games today. Let's go. We'll take some soundboard requests. Fam, can everyone do me a favor and go make some sick fucking gains in light of today's episode? Please. Let's get fucking yoked.
This is Melvin Cubicle.
don't forget to watch where the sun don't shine.
What's your name, fat body?
Are there any women here today?
Shut up, bitch!
Is that the best soundboard?
The eyes, Chico. Never lie.
Hell yeah, baby. Let's fucking go.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Dick draft.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Coast to coast. Fucking nailed it. Let's go, beaches. Everyone hit that like button. Share the stream. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, especially Spotify. Fucking Apple. Leave us a review on Spotify. Share it with your friends. Send them a link. Send them a clip. And if they are easily offended, definitely send it. No, but if people have a sense of humor and they are ready to make positive changes, share the podcast. Share them. Swolenormous X. Check all the links below to submit a question. All that good shit. Follow us on social and all that good shit. So we'll see you tomorrow for Thursday. Happy Schmarch, everyone. Go make some gains. Kick off the month in the best way possible because it is today, and that's all that exists. Go make some gains. Peace, McGeese. Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy. Papa Swole. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard to the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Our topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children.